issue, harassment, change, women, harassment, Washington, harassment, and the harassment, women, Washington, harassment,
harassment, women issue,
Washington,
harassment, women, harassment, women, harassment.
Washington issue, women, Washington harassment, women, Washington harassment, change,
harassment, Washington,
women, so women change, women,
harassment, change, harassment, change, harassment, change, harassment,
issue, Washington, women, harassment, Washington, harassment, change, Washington, harassment, issue, Washington, women, harassment, women,
harassment, Washington, harassment, Washington, harassment, women, Washington issue, harassment,
Washington issue, Washington harassment,
Washington issue, harassment,
Washington harassment,
change, Washington
issue, harassment,
issue, harassment. Change Washington.
Harassment, Washington.
harassment, women, change,
Washington,
Change.
harassment,
Change.
from Washington harassment issue,
harassment, change, women,
harassment, change,
Investigated.
harassment,
women, change, women, harassment,
change,
Washington team's harassment is women. Harassment, women.
Harassment, Washington. Washington.
Harassment, the Washington issue,
Harassment, issue.
former issue, harassment, women, harassment, women, harassment, issue, harassment, women.